What's up? It's Juice Beats, back again with another race video. And this one is Stage 2, Race London on the London Loop. And here we go, getting ready to get started here. Busting out the watts at the beginning, gotta stay in the front group. That is my motto on the Zwift races. So if you're not in the front group, you're going to be way behind. And this one is about 15 and a half miles or so, and we're gonna get started real quick. One thing that I didn't know, or that I didn't really remember, because I've done the London Loop before, but I didn't remember that this one has a bit of a hill in it, and it's about almost 2 miles long. Let's see how I do on that. I'm not the best at climbing hills. And that's usually because my or watts per kilogram is not going to be comparable to some of the guys that are in the group here. I am competing with a lot of guys that are, 50 to 75 pounds lighter than I am. And on a bike, that is tough. So one of the reasons why I wanted to jump in on this race is because I'm getting ready to go on vacation and I'm not gonna have a bike for an extended period of time. Hopefully where I'm going, they'll at least have an exercise bike or something that I could jump on to keep my endurance and, hopefully stay in shape while I'm gone, because right when I come back, April 1st is the first race that I'll be doing in April. So yeah, I've got to keep in shape, and this week I just wanted to make sure I get as many miles as I can in, since I'm not racing or anything like that. I'm just trying to make sure I get the miles in, keep my endurance up, and stay in shape, obviously. So that's one of the reasons why I jumped into this race. Just wanted to compete a little bit. I was supposed to be doing a zone 2, so I did some of that early on before this race actually. So I think I did about an hour or so of zone 2 before I jumped into this race. So I did get my endurance in, but I also wanted to do, some competing here. So that's what I'm doing. All right, jumping forward just a little bit here. So we know that hill is coming fairly soon in this race. So what I want to do right now is kind of jump ahead of the peloton. So I'm establishing a little bit of a breakaway for myself. And that is to, obviously you want to tire out the peloton, but also I want to get to that hill first, because I want to go ahead and start on it and start pushing, because I know I'm going to get passed by smaller guys on the hill. So if I can get to that hill first and kind of establish myself on the hill a little bit, I may be able to stay up with that those pack of smaller riders. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. As far as like a breakaway on Zwift, it's very, very tough to break away sometimes. So obviously maybe a little bit too early here. Probably should have waited a little bit. So now I've got the peloton right back on me here. All right, so we were all bunched together, and here we go. We're starting Box Hill, 4.3%, 1.9 miles uphill. Here we go. So I didn't establish the lead that I wanted to, but I am going to push up to the front here and try to stay out in front as best I can here. This is one of those hills that it seems to go on forever. And here we go. I'm gonna try to establish myself in that top group right there that's just out in front. I want to obviously stay up front the best I can, but for the next 2 miles or so, I want to stay with that group so that I'm able to finish out the race in that top group. If I sit and kind of sag back too much, I'm gonna get definitely, they're gonna pass me up pretty bad. Hit that featherweight here, and after I hit this featherweight and I go up this hill right here, I realized, I still have a lot to go. So I probably hit the featherweight a little too early, but here I am just trying to keep up, and I'm gonna push out some watts here through this hill. So I fast forwarded quite a bit. I have kind of kept my place the entire time, right around that 10 mark right here. This is where I'm pushing to get back into the top 10 right here. You can see I'm very close to that 10 spot, and also that 9 spot is about 5 seconds or so ahead, and the rest of the field is 14 seconds or so, and 18-second lead there. So not too far away. I mean, really, though, those seconds right there, you can pretty much, if we were outdoors, you could see them still. On here, it's a little bit tougher just because the graphics and everything, but you can kind of see people in the distance there. So they're not that far away. And if I just keep pushing the way I've been pushing up this hill and keep pushing down those watts or whatever, then they're not going to gain too much of a lead on me, hopefully, and then I can actually maybe catch up on the downhill as I pick up more speed. And here we go. I overtake that guy, take 10th spot here. We're getting to the end of Box Hill finally, and I am moving. I've got to close up some speed here. We got a lot of guys in front there that I need to catch up to. And here we go, getting ready to hit that finish line. I can see it there in the distance on the map up on the right there, and there it is. There's the banner coming through. Change of the view. All right. So on this downhill, definitely take advantage of the speed that you get on this downhill. You can go into the super tuck mode, which will help you keep that speed and also maybe gain some speed as you go down. I think it's around 35 miles an hour. I'm not sure what that is in kilometers per hour, but 35 miles per hour is usually when the super tuck gets engaged on this game, and you can overtake some people here. So I guess it was a little bit of a false flat, and then there's this last little kicker right here that jumps up pretty high, but after this, I believe it's all downhill until you get back to the loop part, I guess. All right, sped forward just a little bit because I wanted to get into the super tuck. So here we go, hit that 35 miles an hour. And now you don't have to pedal at all. You just let it glide down the hill. It goes into the super tuck on its own, and there we go. And thinking about, I guess, back when I did this race, which was only a few days ago, I probably could have used my arrow at this point. I didn't realize, so I guess spoiler alert, I didn't realize that the finish line was actually at the top of Box Hill. So we're gonna do Box Hill once again on the backstretch. So I probably could have used my arrow going down the hill, and that would have just helped me get a little bit more speed here and catch up to the front group a little bit quicker. You'll see in just a minute that it really didn't matter all that much, but having that arrow at a point where I'm going uphill later on Box Hill really doesn't help that much at all. For the uphill, definitely the feather would have helped out a lot, and I would have known how to use it a little bit better, I think, on the second time around on that Box Hill. But you can see we're flying here, and I'm pushing down some watts as well just to keep that speed. I think I hit like 52, 53 miles an hour or something like that at one point. But I'm trying to keep my speed to where I can catch up to those guys fairly quickly. And they're probably going pretty quickly as well. You pick up a lot of speed going down that hill. So trying to catch up at this point, really, you have to kind of put down a little bit of watts to be able to catch up to those leaders there. And that's what I'm trying to do at this point. All right, jumped ahead a little bit. Here we go. Going up those stairs, and this one is the steepest part of the course. Looks like it gets up to 15% there, and finally caught one of the guys that was out in front of me, and I want to stay with him. Maybe, working together on this game. I don't think it doesn't work the same way as it does outside. I don't think. You can get somewhat of a draft off each other, but it doesn't work the same way as like a breakaway or something like that would outside. So I'm just trying to push hard because I want to get up to the leaders there that are 20 seconds away, basically. So easier said than done, but it can be done. There's still a lot of race left. There's 6.6 miles left, so definitely can happen, and that's what I'm going for. All right, so I rode with Hughes there for a little bit, and really we weren't going all that fast at one point, so I wanted to try to get away and push myself even more to get to these leaders that are out there that are only about 12 seconds away now. I kind of see them there in the distance. So definitely want to get out there and try to catch those guys. And so I am moving away from Hughes for a bit, and I'm just going to push hard here. I'm in 8th place pretty solidly at this point. And I realize, I think at this point that we're going to go back up Box Hill again. So I'm trying to prepare myself mentally for that as well as I'm going up this small hill right now. All right, coming forward again. I established a pretty decent lead on Hughes for a while. It looks like he's trying to come back and catch me, but I have caught up to one of the guys that was out front. It looks like he's getting a little tired and he's kind of over it at this point, so he's not going as fast as he was before. And I'm just gonna push on through here and try to get in front. McQuitty, hopefully you're not quitting on us. But I didn't want to stay with him because I felt like he was tired, and I needed to try to get up to those leaders who have now established an 18-second lead. And here we go. I guess he decided to wake up now that I'm coming right by him. So now we're kind of working together, I guess. I don't know how it works on Zwift, but yeah, we're gonna push a little bit here, try to keep our speed and maybe work together some to make it back up there to the front. All right, here we go, Box Hill for the second time and last part of the race, and McQuitty is not quitting. So here we are, we're together now. We basically stayed together for the last several minutes of the race, and yeah, I'm gonna be with him going up this hill for a little while. And you see the leaders up there have about a 23-second lead, which is not that much on this hill here, but it is going to be tough, and it's going to be a little bit of a battle going up this hill at my size, and I am going to have to put those watts down if I want to catch up. But of course, I am pretty tired at this point. I have been pushing throughout the race. I tried to do a little bit of a breakaway early on, and then I've already gone up this Box Hill once before, so going up again, it's gonna be tough, and I don't know if I have the legs or not to go up this hill once more and put down the crazy watts that I was doing earlier. But we're gonna try, and McQuitty's already trying to establish a little bit of a lead. He's kind of the carrot that's dangling in front of me. I've got to stay with him at least if I want to get this nice 8th position here. And look out behind. Hughes has caught up to us as well. He is coming up fast behind. And there he goes. So he was behind for a while. I don't know if it was 15 to 20 seconds maybe, but yeah, he was behind for a while, and now he has pushed himself and caught back up to us and passed us on this hill. And you see, I barely have any legs. I'm barely putting any RPMs down right now. But I'm trying to keep over that 300 mark. It's been tough. And you see, I still have my aero boost, which it doesn't do me any good at all on this hill. So yeah, it's just gonna sit there, I think. All right, McQuitty and I have been going back and forth for a little while, but now he's established a little bit of a lead here, about 4 seconds or so. Hughes has just taken off, and you see he's 30 seconds up on the hill already. So he has been pushing real hard, and going up this hill, he has taken over. But I am catching up to this Matheson, who had a pretty decent lead for a while. I think he was over 20-something seconds or something like that. But now I'm closing in on him, and we are getting to the end here. 0.4 miles left, and I can see him right there. He is easily attainable to pass right here, and if I just keep going the way I've been going, I should pass him. And here we go. Yep. All right. Will I stay away though? Can I stay in this 8th position on this Box Hill climb? There's only 0.3 left, and I think it starts to kind of flatten out here just a little bit. So it's not so much going uphill anymore. So I am able to put down some speed a little bit here, hopefully. I remember last time on the stretch, I was hitting like 20 miles an hour or more, but I'm not sure if we're right there yet. I'm still pumping out some watts, over 500 there. There's that aero boost for no reason. There we go. Coming down to the last 800 feet right here. Use the aero boost for no reason because it doesn't do anything at this point. And we're almost there. Wasn't able to catch the front group, but I've established myself in this 8th position. I've got a 6-second lead here at the end. So looks like I'm gonna finish in that 8th position. Perfect. And it looks like I finished in front of some A's and some stuff like that. Okay, cool. All right, so here looking on Zwift Power, looking at the C group, because that's the group that I was in, and I actually got 4th. So almost got on the podium, very, very close. Put out 2.9 watts per kilogram, 298 watts. 311 normalized, and you can see I am on the page there, one of the heaviest. I think the actual heaviest was in the D group, so didn't really matter at that point. But yeah, so there you have it, and I will take it. 4th place, just missed out on the podium, but that hill was definitely the equalizer in this race, and was definitely a challenge for me at my weight, but that's okay because I am pushing through and still losing weight, and I'm gonna try to get down even more throughout this year. But you will see some more from me. I got some more races coming up here in April, and I can't wait to race and show you guys all the good stuff. Please like and subscribe, hit that bell icon, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.